everyone. Happy Thursday. So, today, what I'm going to talk about is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more about um, women and their mental health. Let's see. So, this week has been productive. Not in a business sense. I think I've been doing everything, but I shouldn't say that because I have met with one of my girlfriends today where um, we're getting prepared for our group that we are going to talk about racial injustice and reconciliation. So we met to talk about that and what that's going to look like. And we're starting that in September. So that was good, and I've been preparing for that. And then I've been doing some home renovation. I painted my son's bathroom, so that came out really, really good, and doing some other stuff in there. But what I want to talk about, because I've been feeling empty, and this video is probably more for women that are married or have kids. Um, and I think I can say this, and this video is probably going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to try not to make it too long, but it, as a wife, as a mother, we give a lot of ourselves, um, and especially if I don't work outside the home, but and if you work and you have dreams and there are things that you want to pursue, um, we give ourselves a lot of ourselves to other people, and sometimes you're just needing a moment, time to take care of yourself, pursue the things that you want to pursue. So I had a conversation with my husband because I just needed to like release. I needed for him to hear me. I needed for him to um, give me something that I know that he can't give me. I had a great conversation with my girlfriend who's been married for 30 plus years. And, um, I asked her, I'm like, I was sharing with her how I've been feeling. Um, the things that I want to do that I feel like I can't because I'm always giving myself to others. Um, And I tell her when I don't give myself and I don't do, or things are not the way that they should, or I feel like I'm falling short, I feel guilty. I feel guilty. I feel like I'm letting those individuals down, even though I'm not happy. And she gave me some really great um, advice. And so I want to share this with you guys. And the ironic thing is that I I'm at a place where I know what I need to do, but this is where support comes in at. And as women, we need older women in our lives to share wisdom. We need people around us that love us and that's going to be honest with us, because she gave me some really honest advice that I needed to hear. Because I think a lot of times we keep ourselves so busy, so consumed because we're so unhappy and we're trying to fill that void, but we're not filling the void with things that truly is going to help us, to help help us mentally, physically, spiritually. It's just a band-aid, if you want to say. So anyway, and I'm going to title this video "Feeling Empty," how to fill your cup with your happiness and not other people's happiness. um yeah. It's just, I want to cry, and I'm not going to, but I do, because I tell her, and I know a lot of women feel this way, that you're on a spinning wheel. You know, you're like that hamster that's going around and round and round, and you just want to get off. You just want to step off for a little bit and focus on you and your happiness and what you want to do. But you know, you have to get back on that wheel to keep the lights on, to make sure, you know, food is being produced. Like, that wheel is the glue to keep everything moving and going. And if you step off that wheel, everything else, so you think everything is going to come crashing down if you don't continue on that spinning wheel. And it's really letting go of guilt, because she was telling me, my girlfriend was telling me, like, there's a guilt that you feel that you have to overcome, you have to let go. And I need to let go of that guilt. And I need to be okay with focusing on myself. I need to be okay with pursuing the things that I want to pursue. I need to be okay with that. But how do you be okay with that is the question I kept, you know, how do you? And she said it's going to take time. You have to set boundaries, you have to create boundaries. Um, it's okay if, you know, you need to spend a little extra time, I don't know, focusing on whatever you need to focus on, and dinner is not cooked. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay if laundry is not not done. It's okay if, you know, someone needs you and you're not right there to do it for them. It, you know, it's okay. You know, the world is not going to come crumbling down if you don't, if you're not there for those other people. It's okay. So, but you know, she was like, you need to set boundaries. You need to create boundaries for yourself, not for other people, for yourself. You need to know when to say no. You need to be okay with not having, um, and I had talked about this before in another video, how I created these four things that I'm going to focus on. And she was like, you need to stick with those four things. That is it, you know. And if a day you feel like, you know what, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I need to sit down, I need to relax, or I need to go to the spa, or whatever it is, it's okay. You need to be okay with that. And I feel guilty. And some days I don't. Some days I'm like, you know what? I've been going and doing and giving up myself, and I don't. Um, sometimes they're rare, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to be still and I need to stop. Um, but then afterwards, later on, I feel guilty because I'm like, oh, well, I could have kind of got this done, or I could have, yeah. So anyway, but create boundaries is one. Um, she said it's okay to put yourself first. Do what you want to do. You know, one of the things that I want to do is I want to travel. Um, I love traveling. That is my thing. Like, I travel with my family. We go places, we do things, but sometimes I want to travel by myself. I want to travel, you know, with, you know, girlfriends or things like that, and I don't do that. Like, everything is about my family. I That is my focus. That is what I do. And I need to, but I feel guilty if I'm like, well, I want to go with this person, or I want to do this. And I need to, guilt. You'll keep hearing that guilt. I'm going to keep saying it because I think a lot of women, we feel guilty. And so, but putting myself first, I need to learn how to put myself first. And what she explained to me, she said, which she was like, for her, because she has two older daughters, her daughters are gone. She was like, it took her a long time to get to that point of not feeling guilty because she had, um, daughter. My son is young, And so if I'm not there, if I'm not, if he's wanting to do something like an activity, him being in, wrestling or football or baseball or whatever, and it impedes on maybe something that I'm trying to do, I will put my stuff aside and say, okay, well, I can't do that right now because I need to make sure I sacrifice basically. And so, what she's saying, not to say, well, okay, he can't do it, but I need to still find workarounds so I still get my fulfillment. I'm still filling my cup, and I'm still finding my happiness. And so that's what I need to do. I need to learn how to do that because both can be done. People do it all the time, women do it all the time. So I need to find out how to do it. And when I find out, I surely will share it with you guys. But yeah, so I need to. And she said it is tough. She didn't have the answers, and that's what she said. She was like, Leisha, I don't have the answers. I don't. She was like, I can't tell you this is exactly what you need to do. Um, but you need to sit down and you need to, look at your life and figure out what it is. And she said, even if you start small, start small. And she was like, maybe you need to take some things away that you had on your list of 4 things. Maybe take one of those things off and say, I'm going to focus on these 3 things because these 3 things I can meet all of the needs that I'm looking to fulfill or do. So um, the next thing she says, um, not focusing on the emptiness, but filling it with your passion. So what I tend to do, like right now, I'm in a space where I am so focused on my emptiness. I'm so focused on, you know, the feeling that it puts me in a space of feeling like sad. It makes me feel bitterness, resentment, all those negative emotions that also in turns make me not want to do a lot of things. Like, I just don't have the energy, or I put little energy into the things that I want to do because I feel defeated. I feel defeated. I was like, what's that noise over there? But it's balloon. Um, and so I need to switch my energy. I need to, once again, when I'm feeling empty, or not focusing on that emptiness. So, like, talking to my husband and telling him, like, this is what I need from you. Um, she also said, be honest with yourself and recognize it, be honest with yourself, and then move forward. What are you going to do about it? So don't just accept it, but what are you going to do? What's your next move? What's your next step? What are you going to do? So for me, I know I need to be honest with myself. I need to recognize that whatever I'm asking for, and not just my husband, it can be anyone, whatever I'm asking for, from the other person, I need to know and I need to be able to accept and say they they are not going to meet whatever my needs that I'm asking for from them. I need to recognize it, I need to accept it, but doesn't mean that I can't fulfill it. I can't fill that void. And that's what I need to learn how to do. So, and I feel it with my passion. I feel it with that energy of excitement because I will be so focused on that passion, that pursuit of whatever I'm trying to accomplish, that I won't have time to focus on that emptiness. And that emptiness will go away because that energy won't be invested in that. It will be moved over to, pursuing what I need to pursue. So it was just such a great conversation. And one day I want to actually invite her on here so you guys, because I told her, so you really need to have a podcast. She's just so filled with the spirit, with love and grace, and she has so much wisdom. And I tell her, I say, you're my spiritual coach. She's just wonderful. And so I'm so thankful for the, few hours I had with her today. So I am going to invite her so she can share, because I told her, I said, you need to do a YouTube. Maybe when we start this group, we can do something. I don't know, but yes, she needs to share it with the world, because she really does have so much to offer. And I just don't want her to be able to offer it to me. I want her to share it with you guys, those that are watching my video. I hope you guys find, I hope the women out there, if you see this video ever, just know that you're not alone with what you feel. And I hope that, you know, what I've learned will help you. Um, don't focus on the emptiness. Fill that emptiness with your passion, with things that you like to do. And for me, I know it needs to be outside the home. I also learned that I need to um, do more things for myself outside the home. Um, so I'm gonna close this because it's getting long, and I don't want to make this too long. Um, but I hope it helps. And I am going to fill my void. I am, and I am going to pursue my dreams and the things that I want to. And I shouldn't say dreams, but the things that I want to accomplish. I am going to fill those things, and I look forward to filling those things. And yeah, so anyway, hopefully this is helpful for someone. And I hope that we just love yourself, love on yourself, love yourself, and it's okay to put yourself first. So thank you guys, love you guys, and see you guys next Thursday.